Detective Mark Ray of Chicago PD. Thank you both for coming out.
I thought there weren't any cameras.
Those are phony. Cheaper than installing the real thing. In this neighborhood, you gotta put something to deter would-be robbers. According to witnesses, the gunman sat right over there. Then, without warning, he just stood up and started firing.
Gavin had no criminal record, enters cool and collected, and orders a meal. Normally it takes time and practice to build up to something like this.
Rarely does anything these punks do make sense.
Which makes me wonder why Gavin chose this diner for his first offense. I mean, there's a police station just a few blocks away.
Not to mention, aren't gang initiations known for inciting violence against rival gangs?
True. And typically these guys like to leave their marks. There weren't any tags claiming responsibility.
Gangbangers are driven by money and power. Gavin didn't seem to be driven by either.
What do you mean?
Well, if it really had been about money, Gavin would have entered the diner and immediately gone to the register.
And if it had been about power, he probably would have walked around, flashed his gun to maximize terror.
So if it wasn't gang-related, what was it?
That's a good question.
Single gunshot wound to the chest. He died before paramedics arrived. Still trying to determine what caused these burns on his temple.
Have you gone back to toxicology results?
He was clean. No drugs or alcohol.
Excuse me. Was this everything?
That's all he came with.
How many kids you know these days that don't carry a phone on them? What a runaway does is pick up its phone.
Most of the time when we get street kids, they're at least somewhat malnourished or have some type of correlating health issues. He didn't show any signs of either.
Seems like whoever this kid was with at least made sure he was fed properly.
There's multiple spiral fractures on both arms.
When I took the x-rays, it was evident that his fractures hadn't healed properly.
And typically you only see that in cases of abuse with toddlers and young children, not someone Gavin's age.
Well, whoever did this would have literally twisted his arms until they broke.
Were you able to determine if the injuries occurred before or after he was reported missing?
I'd say somewhere as early as 6 months ago.
Well, that rules out the mom and boyfriend.
They didn't cost them. Who did? Look, I don't know what good this is going to do. Now, I wrote everything up in my report.
Sometimes our subconscious picks up details our conscious minds aren't aware of. Can you close your eyes for me? Okay. Now I need you to take me back to the diner. Can you see Gavin?
Sitting on the other side of the diner. Leah stopped to check on her.
Did you hear anything they said to each other?
They're sitting too far away. As soon as she put the check down, that's when I heard the first shot. All hell broke loose.
Okay, now I need you to focus on Gavin and stay with him.
The guy at the table tried to run. Kid got him in the chest.
Where did he fire his next shot?
This woman, she was sitting at the counter. She was just looking for a way out.
Is that when you took your shot?
I was next. I'll never forget the look in that kid's eyes. It was like he was ready to die. He said the worst part about being a cop, watching innocent people die in front of you. You're right.
I'm not Beretta semi-automatic for government markings.
Military.
These days you can learn almost anything off the streets.
Which is why I have my guys running serial numbers. Hopefully we can come up with some type of match.
Even if they come back with a match, chances are this weapon's made its way through a number of pawn shops.
And that's where we'll start.
The most important thing to find out now is where Gavin got his hands on that.
Drama from Sky Living with attitude from Sun Micro.
Enjoy Coke Zero, the great taste of Coke, with zero sugar and 0 calories. When you need more, just add 0.
This is Charles. He's my little brother. He's not right good at hide and seek. As a keeper, he couldn't catch a cold. But Charles is still my real best friend. I just need to go him up a bit.